Hi everybody, it's another month, it's September, so I thought I'd make a really quick video for September update, show where my plants are at, and talk about things that need to be repotted and stuff and how things are doing. So I'll start with my top shelf really quick and go through, and there's some struggling plants, there's some plants that are dead, there's some plants that I'm ready to give up on. It's been great. Full disclosure, the top shelf has been watered recently, but I have to water the bottom shelf after I'm done the video, so things might look a little crispy down there. Anyways, on the top shelf, first up, the beast, my Ludicea discolor, is doing amazing. I do need to repot this. I'll probably repot it in the next couple of weeks, but it's got new growth, baby growths coming in. Oops, helps if I show it properly. And you know, it's just doing really good. It's really bushing out and it's great. And then the division of it that I cut is right here, and it's doing okay. It's rooting nicely. It's lost a leaf, but it made this leaf, new leaf, so it's growing. You know, I don't have to really worry about it. It'll probably be fine. Let's see who else. My bulbo, Elizabeth Ann Buckleberry, is doing well after her repot. I think I have a new growth coming in there. It's really tiny though, so it's hard to see. My Phalaenopsis Valtinii, I actually just repotted this a couple weeks back because it was starting to abort its spikes and it dropped a couple leaves, but since then it's giving me a new leaf, so I'm happy about that. Let's see what else. Everybody else, well, this is my Frag Shimlei, and you know, it's got some brown tips because the heat and everything. I wasn't able to keep up with the moist requirements for it, and like one growth, it just said, I don't want you, so I have to cut this off. I'm going to be repotting this one as well in the next little bit, because I repotted it last year in Orchiata, and Orchiata is not my preferred mix or bark choice. I just don't like it. I like the Will Grow mix, and that was what I had it in before, and it did really well. So I'm gonna repot it into the Will Grow mix this time, because I don't know, I just don't like Orchiata. Same thing for my Fisheye right there. It's bouncing back. I almost lost it, as you can see. It needs to be repotted as well too, so I'll be repotting those pretty darn quick. Let's see. My Stidria japonica, yeah, I'm giving up on this thing. I just don't know. It just grew like so fast. It grew so tall and roots everywhere. I repotted it. It doesn't like the mix that it's in. It's starting to be all floppy and floopy, and then the heat wave did a number on it, and I'm pretty much ready to pack this one in and chuck it, because I just don't want to spend the energy anymore. It's just not happy, and I don't know what to make it happy with. Like, it's not growing new roots down in the base. It'll only grow new roots up here. I was thinking maybe I might chop it and let the aerial roots try and take over and become its new root system, because it's so tall. And like, it's not because of a lack of light, because like, it's literally right there near the light, right? So I don't know what decided to crawl up its butt, but it does not like me. Let's see. This little guy is a dendrobium I got a couple years ago. I don't know, it's really finicky. It loves to throw out keikis, right? And then they grow roots, and then they drop their leaves, and that's it. I don't think I've actually gotten a brand new growth, like a main growth on this, ever since I got it. Let's see, what's it called? Golden Blossom Marginata. But when it does have leaves, it's really pretty. It's got, like, you can see a little bit the outer variegation. My Pileatum Jumbo Green Catasetum is doing really well. It's got 2 new growths and lots of roots. This actually was the first growth from this year, and it grew it did really well, but then it dropped all its leaves really quick, so I thought, oh, it's going into dormancy. But then I noticed 2 new bumps, so I was like, oh, is it actually gonna bloom for me? That's gonna be great. But then they turned out to be new growths. I'm not gonna complain though, because, you know, new growths means stronger plant, right? So yeah, okay, so behind that is a plant that was actually in my cabinet in my bedroom. It's an Encyclia cordillera, and it was just suffering there. It would grow all these new little growths, but they wouldn't come to maturity and they wouldn't grow very big, so I figured the root system was trash. And because of the pandemic, I couldn't get a decent potting mix, like a bark mix, to put it in. That's changed, so I recently repotted it up into a new mix, and as you can see in the middle of the screen, there's a new growth coming. So I'm hoping this is a turnaround for it, because I did really like this plant and I love the blooms on it, so I hope I can get it to turn around. As you can see too, right there in front of it, this is my Millennium Magic Witchcraft that I ordered from Tsinghua a couple months ago. It did not make it again, and not for a lack of trying. I tried it in the PET method. It just didn't have any root system and it aborted the growth, and then nothing else came from it, so I don't know what to do. You know, this is the 3rd time trying this plant from this vendor. I don't know if I'll try it again. I mean, you know, why keep repeating the same failures, right? But the other plant that I got in that order is doing amazing. This is BC Amethyst. It's got a new growth. Oh, it's gonna fall over. And as you can see, it's very top heavy. I have it resting against my wall right now, hoping that the growths will start growing more straight. Behind that is my Brassavola nodosa, another one that I'm pretty much done with, and I'm thinking of binning because, as you can see, I sprayed it with stuff. I forget what I sprayed it with, but it did not like the spray, as you can see. So all the leaves are gross, and it's dropping leaves and everything, and it's growing like upwards, like it's climbing, so I can't get it to sit in a pot nicely. I might try and just divide it and keep these newer growths, because these newer growths are coming in nicely, and I might just get rid of that huge ass disgusting looking plant and just keep the smaller ones and see if I can get it to grow better. Behind that is my Cochleanthus amazonica cross with lobata that I got in the order with my Millennium Magic and my BC Amethyst. It's doing okay. It's got a yellowing leaf that's just started recently, but if you can see right there in the middle of the screen, there is a new growth coming up, so it's just really slow. And then next to it is my Rebecca Northern, and it's doing okay. The new growth hasn't died off yet, but it is dropping leaves. I don't know if it's gonna live. I love catasetums, but I might just have to say I can't grow them because I just don't have a good luck with them. A good thing though is my Dendrobium Inobi Purple Splash. It's growing a nice new growth. The leaves are amazing and strong, and I love the vibrant green color. So yeah, it's kind of iffy on this shelf, but you know, it's day to day. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, I'm totally ditching 2 of those plants. Oh, and then this one is my Phalaenopsis corningiana. I just repotted it recently, and it's just watered, but it's got crap on its leaves, and it's got a new leaf that's okay. I'm waiting for it to grow some more leaves before I'm 100% comfortable with it again. But that's my top shelf. There's some disappointments and there's some beauties. I'll just keep looking at my Ludicea. It's my favorite plant. I love this plant. Anyways, that was my top shelf. I'll make a video for my bottom shelf separately, because I don't want this to be super long and drawn out. So hit the like button, and yeah, check back for the next video. I got a couple other videos coming up, and I'll do an update on the Hoyas that I got from the Vancouver show this summer. Anyways, have a good one. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.